The summer school vacation is soon to be a memory. So what will be happening across the nation as the new school year begins? Well, the AP News and the Projo told me that 50 million kids are expected to attend K through 12 this year. That's up slightly from last year. 3.1 million teachers will handle the pre-K through high school. There will be 249,000 new hire teachers. So where are the kids going to spend their days? One of the impacts of our national unhappiness with public education is the charter school phenomenon. Getting away from the teachers' union's grip on education, 40 states and the District of Columbia have 400 charter schools to help that problem out. Growth industry, as the 800,000 kids in charters in 2003 have blossomed into 2.5 million in 2013. If you didn't escape into a charter, you can go to private school. Now that number is 4.8 million kids. So where can you go to get an insight into the matters of education? And that would be the Federal Department of Education. This cabinet-level department currently has 5,000 employees and a budget of $73 billion. Not bad, as it started out in 1860 with a $15,000 budget and 4 employees. Their job was educational fact-finding. The group bounced around various governmental agencies until 1979 when Democrat President Jimmy Carter elevated the group to cabinet level with 3,000 folks operating with a $12 billion budget. Of course, when he did that, the Republican Party went on the warpath, asserting that the Constitution makes no mention of education. The feds were soon seen as intruding in local affairs. After all, education was always handled by the states and the local communities. Fed intervention was seen as totally unnecessary. Well, you know where this goes. Once the federal bureaucracy gets going, the pace only accelerates. Looking at the organizational chart of the Department of Education, you would think that they were doing lots of things to manage affairs in the 50 states. But the original charter for the department states that the department does not, 1, establish schools and colleges, 2, develop curricula, 3, set requirements for enrollment and graduation, 4, determine state education standards, or 5, develop or implement testing to measure whether states are meeting their educational standards. That was the law. Well, now we know that a large bureaucracy must do something to justify its existence. How about Common Core? Now, the latest from the Department of Education is the announcement that it will be trying out a novel experiment. It will use $17 million of your tax money in loans and grants for students to undergo training at 8 entities that are not traditional colleges. Until now, the student aid has been restricted to community colleges, universities, and trade schools. Now, what's the problem? Well, seems that nearly half of recent college grads, about 44.5%, are underemployed, meaning they work in jobs that don't require their degrees. So all that student debt for nothing? The Obama administration believes these training schools have become complacent in shaping curricula to keep up with technological advances. Okay, so the educational quality through innovative partners, EQUIP, will solve the problem. They will put 1,500 kids who have not attended college or would like to upgrade their skills levels into this new program. The kids can enroll in a selected group of traditional colleges while undergoing much of their training at one of the alternative providers, ultimately leading to a degree. One example given is GE's aviation unit will team up with Northeastern University to let students train at a company jet engine facility while working toward a degree in advanced manufacturing. Okay, so we, the taxpayers, are going to give GE and or Northeastern grants to find employees? The Wall Street Journal reported that, quote, the Education Department is conducting the program under a law that allows it to temporarily waive restrictions on how federal aid is spent, unquote. Looks to me like another example of a failure of checks and balances. The Wall Street Journal comments that the program marks a shift in the Obama administration's approach to higher education. The Education Department has taken a hostile stance towards certain for-profit schools it says use deceptive marketing while collectively getting billions in federal student aid dollars. Might be the EQUIP program could fall into this trap also. It tickles me pink to see the federal government using my tax dollars to allow 1,500 young Americans get a chance to learn something GE wants them to know. Why not deal with the complacency issue in the existing structure? Here's your quiz question of the day. Name the first college in America. Right, Harvard, founded in 1636. But did you know that the first students were Congregational and Unitarian clergy? Small world. Thank you for watching, and God bless.